Now, let's begin tailoring.
In Enbizaka, a young woman runs a shop, bearing a flair for tailoring, rarely come across. Sharper than sharpened scissors and seeming beyond the seams, she's called the envy of all the community. Surely she'd be perfect if not for her partner's acts. That something holding her back, cheats behind her back. Even with somebody like me fastened by an oath, he'd rather lie with a lie that he's coming home. But as always, doesn't trade us, say hands stay working. Scissors clutched tightly while I cut deep into the deep. Mother's blades have trained to razors right as she raised me. Sharpen them well and go sweet, cleaner to your needs. In Enbizaka, the hush has become routine, for spending yet another morning conformed in peace. Then I saw him on the street gleaming with delight. Who might she be, the lady I see standing at your side, beautiful and prim with a crimson kimono on? Like I'd expect you friendly with everything you'd ever want. Viewing the two at ease left me desperate to get away. I hurried home, growing urge to forsake the trade. But as always, doesn't trade us, say hands stay working. Scissors clutched tightly while I cut deep into the deep. Telling on and smiling not those sorry drops of sorrow. I set the kimono and sew freshly fixed clothes. Stuck with the budding rumor, the public's all abuzz. Word is last night a crime occurred, wonder what it was. Following him to the bridge offered me an awful sight. Who might she be, the lady I see standing at your side? Strangely today he frowned, but I doubt that he'll drown in pain. Not with that pretty-haired woman coming to his aid. Fine like the emerald, be tied tightly round her waist. Ah, she's the dream of a girl suited to your taste. But as always, doesn't trade us, say hands stay working. Scissors clutched tightly while I cut deep into the deep. Wiping at my retina's eye, benefit to quit that. Rubbing the OBRE, fashion the sash. Seems like our little village is starting to come undone. Guess that there's been a second crime, wonder where it was. I saw him at the hairpin shop with the reason why. Who might she be, the lady I see standing at your side? Maybe it isn't so, I think, noting how young she is. Though that golden hairpin he buys implies a gift. You'd prefer a girl like her even at that age. You'd sooner have her than your wife. Have you any shame? But as always, doesn't trade us, say hands stay working. Scissors clutched tightly while I got deep into the deep. How about my scissors always covered in this color? No concern, I must return to my hard work.
Once that drop and at last complete, I've created a masterpiece. You'll show, but I know you just need a bit of help. Please be patient as I leave to find it myself.
The crimson kimono and emerald ruby and yellow fantasy. I put each other in those presents, present you with the woman unbeatable. Don't you love it? Aren't I beautiful? Sounds like our simple town was brought down to its knees. Somebody has killed a man, wonder what it means. Luckily there's no grief from his happy family. Tragically each has died in the century. Yes, it's a tad sad, but more so are the things he said. Hello, and I don't think we've met. Just what went through his head. Treating me like somebody he had never seen. Treating me like somebody he'd never seen. But as always, concentrate, I say, hands stay working. Scissors touch tightly while I cut deep into the deep. Even if the scissors have a habit for bleeding, sharpen them while and go sweep. Cleaner than I